quick conversation. Starla is convinced that Reed is a cow poacher.
Cow hustler.
Rustler. And that's when that's when she gets a bead on the bear.
She's like, oh, wait a second, I don't care about that. This bear's about to eat my cows.
Because she has a cow disappearing problem.
Yeah, she keeps losing all her cows. So she wants to keep them. It makes sense to me.
Makes sense. So
I thought it was cool. She just like didn't think twice. She went right up to the bear with her knife sword. It seems like a short sword.
It looks like a machete.
Yeah.
And she chops at the bear, and she gets the bear. Then more violence, right? And that's a real deep cut.
Get the bear. Well, I don't know. He mentions that he says it's like a paper cut.
Right. Well, when we see the cut on the next page, she's got blood all over the sword. Now, Reed is playing around with his gun, trying to be the helpful cowboy and get the cows moving.
Yeah, well, it looks like he's at first the art did it kind of well, or the pacing went. So you thought maybe he was going to try to help her and shoot the bear. That's at least what I thought. He wanted her to think that.
Oh, right on.
That makes sense? Because it seems like after, this is the most complicated part of the whole thing, of the entire story.
It's a simple story.
It's a very simple story. Is, he was trying to trick her somehow. Like he was talking with the bear.
Oh, like he was going to be like the big hero of the I chased the bear off.
Saving the damsel in distress kind of thing.
I get it. Sure.
Yeah.
But then these cows aren't moving. They're stubborn cows. And
they're not going to move even if a giant snake tries to eat them.
But he gets a cow to move, but not move in the right direction when he fires his gun,
he can get him to run around.
Kicking Starla into a rock and knocking her cold.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I missed that little part. Yeah. And now that's when he starts talking to the bear and being like, oh, well, it's all good.
It's all good. I love the bear. Like, if you want to see some funny, like the bear doesn't talk. Yeah. That would be ridiculous. A talking bear.
Yeah, which is actually like the first joke, and I thought that was a pretty good first joke. Because it's like you don't know if this is a world where bears talk or not. And so he's talking to the bear, and you're just not sure what level of fantasy this book is. And then he says, oh, it's like, that's stupid. Bears don't talk. Duh.
Duh. But this bear does all its talking. This bear does talk. This bear talks with its eyes and its like brow. And it is so funny. Like there's a little
very expressive for a bear.
There's a little swirl that goes over the top of his head when Reed says almost anything stupid.
Yeah, and we haven't really talked about it that much, but the dialogue is funny.
The dialogue is very cutesy. Very funny. Very funny.
Yeah.
And then
and there isn't very much of it. Like it's pretty few and far between. Like it doesn't fill up the panels that much. But what's there is like moves the plot forward or shows a character or is funny.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And moving the plot forward here, Reed definitely deems Starla as a threat, so he ties her to a tree, and then they start discussing the problem of the missing cows. Then we see what the problem is, and the problem is a massive, massive snake.
It's like way more giant than I was expecting.
This snake is huge, comes up out of the river and just swallows...
Like eats a whole cow in a single bite.
Eats a whole cow in a single bite.
Like not even has to like unhinge the jaw all the way.
And everybody runs. Sterling,
except for she's tied to the pole.
Yeah, so Starla doesn't make it away. Sterling makes it to some hiding, and Reed tries to take a couple shots at this giant snake, but his bullets just bounce right off the.
The hide is too thick.
The hide is too thick, and the bear releases Starla so they can help fight this. Meanwhile, Reed has jumped on the back of the snake and is just getting throttled.
Yeah, he's like, I got it, but he's just like holding on to the rattle of the tail and just yeah. And then the snake dives into the water, and he's just or the murk. It almost seems like sludge more than anything.
It's a murky water, and is gone. But the problem isn't gone. We know that the snake's gonna
He'll
come
be
back.
back for another meal.
Yeah, so then we get some backstory on our characters. The bear, Reed, and Starla. Starla has been...
And the snake.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the
and the
cow.
snake. Reed is a do-gooder, kind of an A-team. Reed and his
he's
bear.
a Ronin.
They come into town and help people
Do
out.
good.
And
He's
do
a
good.
do-gooder.
And
sometimes pro bono, whatever the cost will bear.
yeah. And Starla is
Better than what I'm making now.
ranch owner who lost her father, and now she is taking care of this herd of cows that is getting thinner and thinner by the day. So
Yep, the snake is eating them. And they're stubborn, so they won't move away from the snake.
so they're going to take care of it. That's agreed. All the while, like, a romance is blossoming.
Yeah, and I was kind of hoping there would be some kind of trick to how they handled it, but it was pretty much pretty straightforward.
They like each other, but there's a back and forth. There's a moonlighting.
There is a little twist, I guess.
Yeah, some sexual
which
tension.
I appreciated. No, about the snake.
Oh my God! This is what I was gonna say. This is not all ages. This is gross as hell. So the next day they fight the snake. They trick the snake with a decoy with a dead cow on the back of the bear. That was gross.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, okay. I like that.
I thought that was so gross. So the bear is sort of
that page or something.
The bear is sort of decoying the he's got a dead cow on his back.
Clothing, but instead it's a bear in cow's clothing.
And he bites the tongue. Meanwhile, Reed has got a lasso on the fangs of them, and then
just like from the cover,
Starla gets underneath this with her big machete and opens this snake up. Look at the picture of the snake when he goes all red.
Just like a piñata.
Because he's been opened up. She just cuts out his guts, only it's not guts that come out.
It's little snakes.
It's baby snakes. Thousands of baby snakes.
It's like a video game when you jump on an enemy and then there's 4 little ones.
Oh, this is so gross. I thought that was gross. That thoop and then the breaking of the piñata, like you said. Yeah. But the cows...
Yeah, it's definitely violent.
Yeah, violent. The cows can take care of themselves because the cows start stomping on these smaller snakes. And you can
when encouraged by shooting the guns.
When encouraged by shooting the guns. So
which was their little solution they found.
Yeah, so the solution is...
Because they couldn't shoot the snakes, but they could shoot and make the cows kill the snakes.
Yeah, so when you shoot a gun, a cow will instinctively kick its hind legs and it kills these baby snakes. That's such a simple plot.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah, and that's how they take care of this problem. They get rid of all the snakes. The snakes go back to the water. Not all of them are dead, so this story isn't over. But this particular story.
Sludge.
And
ride off into the sunset.
And then they ride off into the sunset.
Wait, he does get a kiss.
Oh, he gets a kiss. Yeah. I love this. I love this story. I love Reed Gunther. And
I'd read another one.
These brothers,
if it was free like this one was.
The brothers are Shane Houghton and Chris Houghton. This was an Image comic from 2011. 34 pages, absolutely free. Gotta wait for the clicking to stop.
Dope.
I gotta wait for the clicking. Oh my gosh. My microphone. Stop. Sorry, James. Sorry, listeners.
That's alright.
Oh my gosh. 24. Okay. Nope. Anyway, these 34 pages were absolutely free. Even if you were not subscribed to Comixology Unlimited, they were free to everyone.
Yeah.
So, great deal.
Great deal.
And this art was pretty easy. Pretty easy to
we kind of talked about
dive
it,
into.
But, yeah, very digestible. Fun. It looked like the TV show that I can't remember what it's called.
It does look like a silly cartoon that
like
you would
a Cartoon Network, but like not Adult Swim, but like early in like after school Cartoon Network.
Yeah, good stuff. James, did you rate this?
Yes, I did. I ranked this as. Where did I rank it? I ranked it at number 10, right at behind Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Wow, and so that bumped Hellboy from last week.
There you go.
Wow.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. Hellboy is above Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
So it
bumped
bumped
numbers wrong?
It bumped. I thought Hellboy was number 10 last week. So anyway, James will correct his.
Yeah, maybe.
His list.
I gotta look at this.
Now next week, this is free on Comixology. I thought this was really good. The first issue is really good. I never finished the series, so I'm hoping a reread will excite me again, because this first issue was really good. It's a little bit wordy.
I had 2 7s and no 8.
Oh, so what's the list now?
Okay, so now I'll go for the top. Daredevil, number 1. Number 2, Axe Cop. 3, Dying and Dead. 4, Echoes. 5, Manifest Destiny. 6, Paper Girls. 7, Flashpoint Batman. 8, Hellboy. 9, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. 10, Reed Gunther.
Dude, you have 2 all ages books in your top 10. I think that's so
I'm
cool.
an all ages guy.
All right, so next week, I think that's really awesome. Next week, this book is called Satellite Sam. It is the golden
3 superheroes.
Wow, you're not a superhero guy. I think that's pretty cool. You're a superhero guy to me, though.
Thanks, Larry.
So next week, this book is called Satellite Sam. It's the golden
Satellite of Love.
It's the golden age of television. There is one character named Satellite Sam. He gets dead. It's a noir.
He gets dead?
Yeah, somebody kills Satellite Sam.
Oh,
a television star.
Phenom.
His son has some idea as to who did it, but
who done it?
He's an alcoholic and can't quite put the pieces together.
Oh.
And this is all done in a madman kind of world, 1950s golden age of television, and some very, very adult language, some very, very adult scenery that James and I will be talking about next week. It was
adult scenery, like mountains made out of breasts.
Yes, the first page is just like, it's black and white. This art is zany. It's kind of in
that makes me think sharp.
It's very sharp, but it's kind of done in a Mad Magazine way. When I look at it, like I see Mad Magazine. Spy? No, not Spy versus Spy, like the more realistic looking ones.
Oh, okay.
Like the caricatures, but a tighter realism. Yeah. We'll talk about it next week. It was written by Matt Fraction, and the artist is Howard Chaykin. It was published by Image Comics, and we'll be talking about it. Howard Chaykin.
How do you spell it?
Chaykin. Howard Chaykin.
Why?
It's called Satellite Sam. First issue is free on Comixology Unlimited. James and I are going to be talking about it next week. This has been episode 82, James. 82. So thank you for being here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So we came in on the